This message speaks to a painful truth. Some leaders in America claim to follow Christ, yet they rob, mistreat, and harm the very people God commands them to protect. Many have hurt black communities and other vulnerable groups while hiding behind the label Christian. But the Bible exposes this kind of false righteousness, and God never stays silent about injustice. This problem is not new. Israel did the same thing. They used God's name but rejected his heart. They went to the temple, said the right prayers, and acted religious while their leaders oppressed the poor, ignored widows, mistreated strangers, and robbed the vulnerable. God sent prophet after prophet to confront a nation that claimed him in words but denied him in actions. In America today, some leaders do the exact same thing, declaring themselves Christian, while their actions bring destruction, especially to the poor and the oppressed. But God judged Israel for this behavior, and he will judge today's false leaders as well. God sees every injustice, even when the world ignores it. God hears every cry from communities that have been hurt, robbed, silenced, and overlooked. God is the defender of the oppressed, and he promises to confront leaders who misuse his name. Ezekiel 34:2-4 rebukes leaders who care only about themselves. Woe to the shepherds who only take care of themselves. You have ruled them harshly and brutally. Isaiah 10:1-2 exposes corrupt systems just like Israel once had. Woe to those who make unjust laws, who rob the poor and deny justice to the oppressed. Jeremiah 23:1 warns leaders who destroy the people. Woe to the leaders who scatter the sheep of my pasture. Micah 3:11 describes leaders in Israel who acted religious while living in evil. Her leaders judge for a bribe, yet they say, "Is not the Lord among us?" Amos 5:21-24 shows how God felt about Israel's fake religion. I hate your gatherings. Let justice roll like waters and righteousness like a mighty stream. Isaiah 1:23 describes Israel's corrupt leaders. Your rulers are rebels, companions of thieves. They do not defend the fatherless. Proverbs 20:22-23 promises God's response: do not rob the poor, for the Lord will take up their case. And in Psalm 12:5, God rises on behalf of the hurting. Because the poor are plundered and the needy groan, I will now arise, says the Lord. Just like ancient Israel, America has leaders who claim to represent God while harming his people. But just like ancient Israel, God will confront this hypocrisy. He always has, he always will. This message is a reminder that God is not blind. He sees leaders who hide behind religion to justify injustice. He sees every community that has been mistreated. He sees every family that has suffered under corrupt systems. And this is also a message of hope. God always stands with the oppressed. God always hears the cries of the hurting. God always defends the vulnerable. And just as he dealt with Israel's corrupt leaders, he will deal with ours. No matter how strong evil looks, God will rise, God will judge, and God will restore, because he is the God who hears the cries of his people and fights on their behalf.